Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quickie because I just came from the movie theater and I just watched the movie Fall 2022, obviously, right? I just watched the movie Fall and it is really, really fucking good. Like, really, really good. Like, I went into this theater, I saw the trailer. Now, my sister does this thing where she'll go to a theater without seeing the trailer because if you watch the trailer, it kind of gives you some of the events of the movie that you probably wanted to be surprised about. And so I watched the trailer. That's all I did, though. All I saw was the trailer, and I do feel like it's one of those things it's one of those movies where you could go without watching the trailer, but the trailer would get you hype and intrigued without spoiling too much. Because some trailers do a bad job, and they actually show you way too much. The trailer is supposed to be a little teaser, like wet your whistle a little bit, get you interested, privy your interests a little bit, prime you a little bit, right? Show you what this is about without showing you events, right? Without showing you the main events. And I do think the trailer does a fine enough job of not showing you too much. But anyways, let's get into this movie. Without doing the spoilers, let's just talk about what I think. The movie is so fucking tense. The whole runtime, it is so tense. There is this primal, fear that it just evokes in you. Just being any empathetic, any, normal human who feels emotions, right, would watch this movie and just your stomach will be in your throat the entire movie. The entire runtime, your stomach will be trapped in your throat because heights is a primal, biological fear that we all have as humans, right? And then you get these, risky people who are like, oh, fuck heights, whatever, da da da. But most humans are programmed to have this primal, innate, just fear of heights. And you're created like that to keep you safe. So without knowing, it's instinct, right? Even as a baby, if I fall from a high distance, I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna get an ouchie, right? And so you just have this primal, innate fear of heights, and watching these characters for I think the movie's almost 2 hours, maybe it's an hour and a half. For an hour and a half, stuck on the highest thing you've never seen. The highest thing you've never seen. Watching a movie like that, how can you be normal? How can you not be tense? Muscles clenched, your chest clenched, your stomach and your throat. Every muscle I had was engaged. And I call that a good fucking movie. I give this movie a 10 out of 10. The intensity was there. The characters were there. The characters were believable. I believed everything. The twist, the revelation. There was a revelation in the movie. I'm not gonna spoil it. But guys, you gotta see this movie. If you haven't seen it yet, you have to see this fucking movie. 10 out of 10. This is my favorite movie of 2022 so far. I love movies. I can't wait to see the movie Beast coming out on the 19th because I feel like that might become my favorite movie. But as of right now, my favorite movie of 2022 is Fall. It's that good. It's that good. And it's you wouldn't even expect it. And I don't know, I've been on the wave of survival thrillers recently, right? I watched the Netflix series Keep Breathing, and it's kind of along the lines of survival thriller, right? But it's a show. So if you thought it was shitty, maybe I thought it was so good because I was primed with the Netflix show before watching this, right? It hasn't been so long since I finished this, which, by the way, I made a review of Keep Breathing. Just go ahead and watch that. It should be in the Browns Meter playlist. Now we've reached the part of the video with spoilers, so you've been warned. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers are ahead. When we saw the fucking tattoo of the best friend, the 143, I almost fainted. I was gagged. I knew immediately. Actually, when the friends were driving in the car and we saw the picture edited with it was just the hand of somebody, and the friend was like, oh, it's nobody, ha ha ha. And the other girl was like, tell me, no, who is it? Who is that? You got a little boyfriend? You got a boyfriend? And she's like, it's no one, it's nothing serious. I knew. And I didn't know, But I jokingly said to my sister, oh my God, imagine it's her husband, her late husband. I said that as a joke, and then bam, we see the tattoo. And then you remember from her, you know, when she was missing her husband, she had this flashback to him tapping her. Oh, because he doesn't say I love you, he just taps 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I love you, how cute, how sweet. And then this girl takes off her shoe and you see the tattoo, 1, 4, 3. I was like, girl, I was like, it's drama, 2,000 feet in the air? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, there's drama, 2,000 feet in the air. I was so fucking sold on it. I was like, yes. I was like, there's gonna be a cat fight. There's gonna be a fucking cat fight. There was no cat fight, but still, I mean, it was fucking good, right? You see her just become jaded as fuck. She's like, dad was right, woo woo woo. And I was like, the dad's an asshole. Who would say that to their daughter who's grieving someone who just died, you know? What, it's been a year? It's been a year or 6 months or something like that since he died. But who would say, yeah, he was probably playing you the whole time anyway, right? Her dad says something kind of like that. It's like, damn, Pops. Like, even if it's true, is that something you say to somebody who's grieving someone? Like, yeah, bestie, get up, but that's not how you get bestie up. That is not how you get bestie up. You don't tell her, yeah, I know your husband just died, but he probably didn't love you that much anyway. And if he were alive and you would have died, you know he would have a girlfriend by now. I was like, damn, Dad. I kind of see why she doesn't want to talk to you, fuck. Like, huh? I couldn't believe he said that to her. But yeah, it turned out he was right. Which, you know, it just reminds me of how my dad's always like, oh, I'm a man. I know how men are. It's like, shut up. Like, true. But shut up, Dad. But yeah, it was just fucking unbelievable. And the twist. The fucking twist. Guys, I am so annoying at movie theaters because I'm that bitch. Every 30 minutes, I'll guess the plot. I'll guess, like, that's how annoying I am. And you know, if you've seen my reaction videos to, like, anime, I'm always trying to guess, like, 3 steps ahead of what the plot's gonna do. I always try to do shit like that. I'm so fucking annoying. But when the chick was like, oh, I'm gonna go grab the backpack. I'm gonna grab the backpack and then I'm gonna jump on the fucking rope or whatever. When she was doing that, I was like, there is no fucking way that this girl who's been out of rock climbing practice for a year is going to be able to pick this girl up, right? And wait. Speaking of that, I just want to say it was my favorite fucking moment. Okay, I have 2 favorite moments in the movie. My first favorite, this is just chronological. I don't love this moment more than the next one. But my first favorite moment was when the brunette girl, right, when she almost fell initially, and the blonde saves her, and you just see pure strength emulating from her body. Like, it looked so real. Like, it pulled me in. It looked so real. And I think that's one of the things that, like, just had me so gripped in the whole movie and had me feeling the stakes the entire time, is how realistic, how good of actresses, and how good everything was shot in the music, and the intensity was 10 out of 10. It really was. And I really do recommend you, well, you fucking, if you're seeing the spoilers, you've watched it. But if you haven't and you're just, you know, listening to the spoilers anyway, go fucking watch this movie. And go to a theater. Go to a fucking theater. Oh my God. It was so good. When the blonde girl saved the brunette, that first time when the ladder first, like, destroys itself. And talk about a stupid bitch. The blonde girl shaking the ladder, bitch. And, okay, let's get into it, because I'm a psychologist. Always plugging that. But that is not the way you heal someone's trauma. That is the dive-in approach, and that is so fucking dangerous. That was so fucking dangerous. Trying to get somebody back on their feet after a traumatic event such as a death of a loved one. Baby steps, bitch. Baby fucking steps. Climb a small wall, like an indoor rock wall, right? You can get back up there, sis. You can do it, okay? Then you progress to a wall outside, but a small one, right? Then you progress to a bigger wall outside. You can do it, sis. You got this. You got this, step by step. You do not do this fucking dive-in approach. I found that to be so insensitive of the blonde friend. I was like, girl, you're going to kill your friend. And then this girl, the brunette, had no backbone. She's like, I don't think I can do it. I can't. This isn't safe. We shouldn't do it. The blonde girl says 2 things. Come on. I'm not. he would want you to woo 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 woo, bitch. That was pissing me off. I was like, you know, it was good acting because I fucking hated the blonde girl. I was like, okay, we get it. You want to live life to the fullest. That's you. That's your own suicide mission, bro. Like, you're, you know, oh, I want to live life to the fullest. Life's too short to be skipping out on living and whatever. I get it. I do. I get it. But bitch, that's you. Put your own life in danger. I just wanted our MC to have a little bit more of a backbone. I was like, God damn. Because, you know, it feels so real. My stomach's already in my throat. Couldn't be me. And they kept showing shots of the nails and the rust. And this is missing a nail. And that is missing a nail. And that's poorly built. And this is creaky. And this is just gonna fucking collapse any fucking second. They kept showing shots of that to keep the fucking suspense, to keep your stomach in your fucking neck. And I was like, no way in hell that would be me. Nope. Nobody could convince me to climb anything that high with a fucking rope. And no, not gonna happen. Oh my God. And like, I'm that type of bitch who likes roller coasters and stuff. Not so much anymore. I used to be really big on them. I used to be a bitch like that, but girl, I don't know if I've gone soft or what, but I was like, girl, don't do it. Girl, do not do it. But she had no backbone. She did every single fucking thing. And then my second favorite scene, survival of the fucking fittest. When she killed the buzzard, girl, my fucking mouth fell open. When she killed that buzzard, I was like, yes, fucking queen. That scene was intense. It was shot perfectly. The cinematography, bro, throughout the entire movie, the cinematography was amazing, phenomenal, right? The two girls alone in the middle of nowhere on this tall ass tower. There was so many shots like that where I was just like, yes, yes. And then the jump scares are actually pretty scary. Like, I was like, God damn. With the guy who died in the beginning, that jump scare was fucked up, right? The spider or crab or whatever that jumped on his hand. Oof. And then talk about the parallels, right? In the beginning, we get her looking down at her husband dying, falling to his death. And then after, you know, she goes through this whole thing where she's suicidal. She doesn't want to go on. She feels like crap. She feels empty. Her other half is just gone. So she feels like she's missing a big part of herself, right? We parallel that to the end where she gets her drive to live back. Nothing like a near-death experience to fucking show you that, you know, BoJack Horseman, The View from Halfway Down, to show you that, hey, you actually don't want to fucking die. You actually don't. And there is nothing like a near-death experience to pull that human instinct for survival out of you, right? And so we parallel her watching her husband fall to his death to her pushing her friend's body down and watching her fall, right? And let's talk about that twist because I thought it was super well done here. I didn't call the twist, but I kind of did because I was like, there is no way this skinny bitch who's been out of practice for a year could pull up this stocky built girl. There is no way. And you know, that scene of her doing it was epic. And I was like, yeah, okay. Like, I don't believe it, but yeah, okay, yeah, nice. Okay, period. I didn't think she had it in her, but you know, adrenaline can make people do anything. So I was like, okay, yeah, so I bought it. But finding out that no, either the tetanus from the rusty railing, her bleeding out, her dehydration, her hunger, her starvation, something made her, or just her coping. Like, after seeing the traumatic death of her husband, when she saw the traumatic death of her friend, her brain just couldn't accept it, right? And we can say it could be a mix of all of those things, the dehydration, the hunger, the desperation, the mental coping, the psychological coping, because, you know, traumatic part 2 just happened, right? A part of me knew when she looked over the first time, when she looked over and then saw the friend on the backpack, a part of me knew right before she saw the friend that the friend was dead. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Nope. No. No way. There is no way. But I'm trying to figure out when exactly did the friend die? Did she die jumping for the backpack? Like, how did she bleed out? I'm kind of confused on that. Did she die, like, I don't know. Oh, okay, I think she died when the brunette got her halfway up and then lost the slack and dropped her again. That's probably when she, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I get it. That's when she fucking fell and died. And psychologically, she couldn't accept that shit. Or she was hallucinating because of, like, tetanus or blood loss or something like that, right? I thought that was super good. And talk about the fucking suspense when she was climbing the fucking light tower and the buzzard kept, like, swinging into her. Oh my God. I was like, no fucking way. That movie, just a 10 out of 10 for me, bro. Just a 10 out of 10. Like, I've never sat in a movie and felt something the entire fucking screen time. I don't think that's happened to me before. And such a primal feeling, right? I've seen so many survival type of shows and movies, but nothing brought out the like visceral, like, I don't know, just like I keep saying, biological terror that I have of heights, and watching someone attempt to conquer a fear that I have. You know, so it was just so easy to self-insert, so easy to empathize. I was like, Jesus Christ. It was really fucking scary. It really was. And I think everybody did a good job. I think the directors, I think the actors and actresses, everybody did a good job. And her husband was a fucking sleaze. That revelation was just fucking goated. I was like, Jesus Christ. The tattoo, I was like, girl. The picture of the friend in the background at the wedding, just staring at them. Girl, the side eye the brunette gave the blonde, she was like, bitch. And then the foreshadowing was so carefully done and so good, right? We get in the beginning, the dad's like, yeah, your husband was probably a piece of shit anyway, right? And you're like, damn, he's kind of rude. And then you get the blonde girl, she's like, yeah, you probably want me to fall anyway, right? And she doesn't want her to fall, but that's what ends up happening. She falls, you know? And it's just, the foreshadowing was so good. 10 out of fucking 10. 10 out of 10. And that's all I think I have to say about it. But I'll see you guys next time for another fucking Browns meter. Well, I'll see you guys for Beast, the movie Beast. I'm so hyped to watch that on August 19th. I advise all of you guys to watch it because I will definitely be watching it. And recommend some movies you guys want me to watch, you know, because I'm down to watch anything. Okay, bye. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and come back soon.